So the first step that I did was the mouth area, and I ended up trying to save time, I ended up doing the one side of the mouth with the liquid latex the night before, so it would already be dry, and it just saved me a little bit of time. So I already applied that to one side of my face, and then I'm taking a little bit of liquid latex to start doing the other side, and I took a little bit of paper and kind of rolled it up just to form the shape that I want, and I glued it down with the liquid latex. So I just did both sides, and then I made sure to have an opening in the middle of the mouth, just so it's like kind of cut open right there. After I did the paper, I ended up putting a little bit more liquid latex on top just to kind of seal it in, and then of course let it dry, and then just make sure that opening in the middle is still there. You didn't really want to lose that. And then I took the white Snazaroo face paint, and I kind of prayed to the gods a little bit that it would work better than it did the last time that I used it in my video. And overall, I really don't like this face paint. It's not, I don't know, to me it's just not that good, especially if I was using it for like a long period of time. It just would not work. It looks a lot better on camera. I'm doing my whole face, not my neck, because he didn't have his neck done, just the whole face. To me, it just doesn't really blend all that well, and one of the bigger problems, and I'm also taking it along the perimeter of my face on my hairline, I meant to do that just because I wanted it a little bit whiter there, so when I sprayed the green it would kind of show up a little bit more. So other than the fact that it doesn't really go on even, it's kind of hard to blend to get it really like even without looking like streaky or patchy. Once you started putting shadows on top and started blending, it completely comes off. Like it kind of like cracks off and just completely comes off. So yeah, I don't prefer this, but it worked a lot better this time than it did the first time I used it. And then I'm going to take a little bit of MAC's Black Chrome, I don't know why I said a little bit. I'm going to take MAC Black Chroma Cake and do the black around my eyes. And then after I get the base down to how I want it, I am going to apply shadow on top of that. But the reason that this is such like a fun and easy look, because it doesn't have to be perfect. The eyes were so messy that the messier you did it, the better it looked. So I'm kind of just like not even really paying attention to where I'm putting it or trying to be careful with it. I'm just kind of just making it messy, but trying to get it really black. And I also I kind of was also like squinting to try to get it in like where if it was like the wrinkles of my face or like the lines around my eyes, it kind of and then the inner corner, he didn't really have it like that on the bottom. Clearly I'm just trying to make this like a girl version, I guess. I just wanted to do something a little different, but still it had to be like messy and dirty. Still just kind of trying to stay true to the character. Yeah, so I just kind of messed it up a little bit, and then I put shadow on top and blended it, and then I did a little bit more white in the inner corner, and then I also took a small brush with an eyeliner because it's a little bit darker than the MAC Chroma Cake. I took a gel eyeliner and added more little like squiggly lines outside of the shadow, and of course black to the inner corner, the waterline of my eyes. And then for the forehead, he kind of had like, it was kind of like messed up and had his like forehead lines kind of like darkened, and there was like really like no paint on it. And I tried to just I kind of just did like with a brush through my forehead lines, but then I ended up just doing with my finger and taking off the face paint because it wasn't hard at all. So that part came in handy, that it just came off really fast and really easy. And then clearly if this was a girl Joker, she would have a little bit of a nose contour, right? I mean, maybe even a little highlight. I don't know. So I just contoured my nose a little bit, and then I added a Makeup Forever red lip liner to my lips, and then I added a Makeup Forever lipstick to my lips. And then I was kind of looking at my picture that I had that I was going off of to see, I was basically looking like what type of red I was going to use, what type of red he had on his lips. So basically for the lips, I just added a liquid lipstick to my actual lips, and then I kind of just feathered that out with a brush, kind of blended it out so it would be the same color towards the outer end. But then I also took a red face paint and went in a little bit deeper on the latex that I did. And then I also added a little bit of black in the center, and then I kind of messed it up a little bit with a sponge because it was really, his face was obviously really messy, he wasn't perfect. And then after adding a little bit of black and then a little bit more red, I added a little bit of blood and kind of just dirtied it up, messed it up a little bit. For my hair, I actually had a wig that I picked out and was going to put on, but it just looked too big, and I thought it was going to take longer for me to style that wig than just do my own hair. So I was a little worried about the spray that it wasn't going to show on my hair, but it ended up doing it okay because his hair wasn't like a super bright green. So I just teased it a little bit, put it up so it looked a little bit shorter, and then sprayed that spray that I got from Target, and I almost choked to death, but I sprayed my hair pretty crazy with that, and then that's it.